All right, guys, you're welcome to Godswealth Academy. My name is Alale Oluwadamlolo Lawali, and by her privileges, I am the CEO of Godswealth Academy and I'm the founder of Godswealth Academy and the CEO of Godswealth Store. I'm an e-commerce expert. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a web developer, and I'm a 6 funnel strategist. And someone will be asking that you said Godswealth Academy, so I'm seeing Godswealth Tech, Gwealth Tech Media on screen. Yeah, Gwealth Tech Media is just a branch of Godswealth Academy that deals with the web design aspects in the academy. Is a brand and a niche in the Godswealth Academy that is into designing and helping other businesses get online presence and alongside with it, we have the e-com success system. That is the aspect that deals with e-commerce and mini importation. That's by the way. Once again, you're welcome to Gwealth Tech Media, a sub branch of Godswealth Academy. And my name is Olale Oluwadamlolo Olawale. Like I said, not to take much of your time. It's all about it, not about me here now. I know we are so eager. We are so eager. We've been waiting so long to be part of this training, and in with respect to that, we'll be going into the introduction of this training. I know for you to have been part of this training and for you to be seeing this training currently, it's an indication that you have passion for web design, you have passion for web development, and you wish you can, or probably you have been into it before, and you wish you get more skill, you acquire more skill. So that's the introduction aspect, and what we'll be doing majorly in this video is talking about the basics of web design. What exactly is web design? What is a website? You've been hearing of the word website. Your school probably is having a website. An organization you belong to is having a website, or probably you personally, you have your own website, or your friend has a website and the likes. You check your results. You check, a lot of things. You have a lot of information on different websites and the like. So you are familiar with the word website, but you do not really know what a website is. So what exactly is a website? So that is what we'll be talking about in this introduction aspect. So what is a website? What is a website? I'll be taking you through the basis of what a website is in this part of the training, and subsequently we'll continue in it. And I promise you, by the end of this training, you would have been able to get a value. You would have been able to add to yourself more value. And by the end of this video, I promise you, I'm gonna show you nothing less than 5 other things you can do alongside with your web design that can easily be bringing more money to you, even apart from designing a website for clients and the like. So I'm going to be showing you some secrets in web development and in web design. I'm going to be showing you some secrets in web development. If you stay to the end of this training, probably in the middle of the training or on before this section of the training, this video finish, I'll be showing you 2 secrets, 2 things you can start doing even from now that can easily be bringing money to you. That's a promise to you. But that is only to those who can stay to the end, those who can follow. I don't know where exactly I'm going to be doing that, maybe in the middle of the training or by the end of the training. But I promise you, I'm going to be giving you 2 things that you can easily get started with. So that is that about that. So let's quickly go into the basis of web design. What exactly is a website? Like you can see on screen, the website is a collection of web pages that is identified with common domain name, and published on a web server called hosting. Now, someone is saying, what is all these blunders? What is all these, terminologies and the likes? Oh, don't be confused. But one thing I want you to know is that if you don't know these basics, you may not really understand what you're doing along the line when you get started in building a website. So you need to understand the basis, the foundation of what you're doing. You need to understand the basis of what you're doing, what the terminologies are, why is this, and why is that. So I'm repeating it once again. A website is a collection of web pages. Now, what is a web page? When you click on any website, you land on the page. Oftentimes, people call it landing page. Yeah, if you're into e-commerce, if you're into selling things online, if you're into digital marketing, I know the word landing page will not be new to your ears. So they call it landing page. Landing page is the page you land on when you click on any link or any URL or any any link anywhere. Maybe someone just post something on your WhatsApp group, or you saw it, you're seeing it on your Facebook group, or someone just send it to you, and you click on it. Where you land on is what we call landing page. Now, that page is not the only page in that website. There are collections of pages. So a website can be a site of 5 pages, 10 pages, 15 pages, 20 pages, even up to 100. It depends on the future of the website. If it is just a one-page website, that simply means all you have on that website will just be a page containing a specific information. But if the informations are meant to be segmented, then you have different pages. Now, the coming together of these pages is what we call the website. Now, how do you identify all these pages? Now, let me take for instance, I have an intention to build a personal portfolio of mine now, and in this portfolio, I want to relate a measure of information to my audiences, my audience out there, and I want them to know something about me. That is about me. I want them to know something about me. That is an aspect of an information about me, right? I also want them to be able to contact me. That is the second thing I want them to do. Now, I want them to know what I do. That is the skills, what I practice, and the likes. So that can be my own page, right? Something that talks about me generally. The about me can just talk about me specifically. And the contact me page can just talk about the information that is my contact, my phone number, my emails, and the likes. You want to talk with me, you want to book an appointment with me. That's a contact me page. Now, let me say probably I'm having something special as well. Maybe I want to sell a service, or I want to sell a product, be it a digital product or a physical product. So I want a page whereby I can easily list my product. That's another page. Now, if you're following me very well, you will realize that I've been able to mention nothing less than 4 different pages, 4 different things. Now, if you want to do this, it's more or less like you are writing a story. It's more or less like you are writing a note, like you are in class, and the lecturer is telling you that we have 4 characteristics of something, and you are picking a page for each of the characteristics. The lecturer is telling you, maybe you're in an examination, is telling you to write an essay about this. So you're writing something specifically about, you're writing a content specifically about something. I hope you're following me. You're writing something specifically, a content specifically about something. Now, each of these contents, you decide to put it in a different page so as for you not to have a kind of confusion for your audience. Now, one of the major reasons why we split these things, I believe you are now understanding the reason why when you land on the page, you oftentimes, okay, let me even show you what I'm talking about. Let me give you an instance of what I'm talking about. So, let's say you're coming to, okay, let me just look for a page. Okay. Let me just look for a page. Let me just look for something we can easily use as a case study. Okay, so let's use this hospital website. For a case study so that you can easily understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is the website. Now, this is an entity. This is Kelina Hospital. This is an entity that operates somewhere. This is a brand. This is a community of people that solves one problem, that attends to one needs outside there. There are medical personnel. Now, they have an intention. They do a lot of things. Now, we're talking about different people. We're talking about the fact that this is a website that you're seeing on screen now. We're talking about the fact that a website is a collection of different pages. Like you can see now, we're coming back to the place of a domain. We have the domain here is kelinahospital.com, right? That is what you can use to call all those pages. Now, if you want to know about this Kelina Hospital, you will need a name. Now, I'm going too far. You will need a name. You will need a specific name to call about the information. Like you want to come to my place now. You want to know about me now. You need the address to my house to know everything I have in my house. So you want to know what I have in my living room. You want to know what I have in my bedroom. You want to know what I have in my kitchen. You want to know what I have in my study and the likes. So before you can get to know all of this things. So let's say the living room is a page. The bedroom is a page. The library is a page. The study is a page. The kitchen is a page. The store is a page. Then we have different pages in a whole home. Now you are getting it now. So all of these things are pages. All of these sections in the whole house, they are pages, right? But for you to get to know this thing, you need the address to my house. So the address to my house is what we call the domain name. Domain name in web design. So this is the domain name that you can use to call anything online. Anything, think about it, anything about a specific entity. So you want to know something about Kunle Ajaxa, or you want to know something about Ajayi Crowther University now. So what you want to do is that if Ajayi Crowther is having a website, you want to know the domain name that the Ajayi Crowther is using to connect all the information about them on the World Wide Web. So you'll be getting to understand what I'm talking about. So now, this is the website. But as you can see on this website, there are a lot of things on this website. So now on this website, where we have this page on its own is what we call the landing page for this website. But this is not the only page on this website. This is not the only page. If you come to this home now and you click on this home, it will definitely redirect you back to this place. Yeah. So, like I was saying the other time, the About Us. Now, you see under the About Us, we have two pages under this About Us menu. So, under the About Us, you see now, we have the facilities and procedures, meet the team. So, under the About Us, they are talking about their facilities and procedures. And the information relating to their facilities and procedures has been are well arranged and packaged in a page. So when you click on facilities and procedures now, you see what we have on this page. Now you see on this page now we have facilities and procedures, and we have all of these. That is their facilities and their patient room, requesting an appointment, visiting a patient. You see now that this page is specific. This page is unique in its own context. This page is narrowed down to providing a specific information. Now, if you come to this About Us again and you click on meet the team. Now, you see another measure of information relating to this brand or to this, company, to this hospital. You see another information. You see now meet the team. That simply means here you should be having access to knowing some of the team member of that, company. You see some of them and the likes. So apart from this, now we've seen like 3 pages on this website now. Don't forget that what brought us here is the fact that a website is the collection of different pages. Under this service menu now, you see how many pages we have there. We have the urology page, we have the minimal access surgery page, the clinical specialties page, the dental clinic, the technology, the service department, and the surgical videos. These are the pages under this menu. Now, plus, okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this 7 plus these 2 making 9, plus this one making 10. Now, in between this home and service, we already have 10 different pages that has been designed separately to address a specific quest in someone, and to provide a specific information for a specific question, to provide a specific answer for a specific question. Now we already have 10 pages. Let's see under this partnership. Okay, this partnership is just a page, so making 11. Under the news and article, making 12. Then under the contact us, we have the career and FAQ, that is frequently asked questions. So we have 13 pages. So this website, in one way or the other, currently now is a 13-page website. But mind you, this is not only a 13-page website. There may be other pages that has not been linked to this home page. So a website can have like 100 pages, 1,000 pages, most especially if it is an e-commerce website or a business website like this, whereby they have different pages addressing different things relating to the brand, to the company, to the organization. Like this, make an appointment, we should be linking you to another page. These are the things you need to understand when it comes to building a website. And most especially, if you really want to go into this business and you want to be having clients, these are the things you have to ask your question when a client approach you and tells you, okay, I want you to build a website for me. Now, the first question you want to ask is that, what is the main purpose of the website? And like, how many pages will the website? So what do you want on the website? So if it is just a simple website, it can just be a website that has the home, the about us, the service, and the contact us, and that is all. That just 4 pages. But if the features of the website is having a kind of special features and special integrations and the likes, then you know what to charge. So what do you charge to build a 4-page website? Is not what you charge to build a 200 pages website, because it's gonna cost you more time, it's gonna cost you your stress and the like. So if you don't understand this, when it comes to establishing yourself in this web design business, then you'll be missing it. I've had a lot of students come back and say, I don't know what to charge. I don't understand. He's saying it needs this, it needs that. It's just because they do not know the basis of what they are doing. They do not know the basis. So, like I was saying, a website is a collection of pages that is identified by a common domain name and published on the web server and published on the web. So, like I told you, all these pages that you see here now, all the pages, like roughly 15 pages that we've seen here now, they are they are identified. They were attached together by what we call a common domain name. So I already told you that if you want to get in contact with this company or with this organization now, all you need to do is just to know their domain name. So when you know their domain name, that you know that the name of the brand is what's it called? Kalina Hospital. So if you want to know anything about Kalina Hospital, just go into the your URL. I'm coming into what the URL means. www.Kalina Hospital. So there is what we call this www. It means something. This is the name of the brand, which is Kalina Hospital, and the domain extension is .com. Then we have the HTTPS. So you get to understand all of these things as we move on in this training. You get to understand all of these things as we move on in this training. So let's continue. So I said a website is a collection of web pages that is identified by a common domain name and published on the web server. Now, this are the intentions, the informations about a specific group of people that at a point in time was not made available in the internet. Now, for everyone in the whole world, wherever you are, irrespective of where you stay, be it in the United Kingdom, be it in the be it in Australia, be it in Nigeria, in as much something brings all of us together, something brings all of us. So you don't have this proximity barrier that because I'm not in Nigeria, I can't get an information about a brand, a company, an organization, an entity, a personality, a group of people in Nigeria. All you need is just a web server. So it is until these things has been published on the web server. Like you are a writer, you have an intention, you write things in your room, you're just sleeping over the night, and inspiration just comes. So let's say the inspiration is what you have on this page, how to make an appointment, and you just have this, and I really want people to make an appointment with me. So how do they make the appointment? You bring down your pen. Okay, I want them to call to schedule an appointment with me. Oh, that's awesome. That is a very good plan. But if they should call and schedule an appointment with me, what next? Oh, they should make an appointment at the hospital. So if they are unable to reach out to me, they can make an appointment at the hospital. These things are taught. But as at when you are still thinking about it, it is only within you. Nobody knows about it. It's yet to be published to the whole world. So no one in the world can know what you're thinking about, not until you made it up. So the publishing is the process of making most of your intentions, your details, your information, your skills and everything available to a large number of people who do not know you and has not been able to come in contact with you physically. So this is making it so that proximity is no more a barrier. So, like majority of you are listening and you're hearing me now, majority of you may not have been able to meet me one-on-one before, but currently there is an information I'm passing to you now. So the fact that I'm where I am now doesn't deny you the opportunity of getting the information I'm currently passing to you. So all these informations were initially taught in someone, were blueprints in that someone has before. But now this thing has been published. All this information that's why even you that you're saying it now, you don't know where this thing is, you don't know their location. But from what you're seeing now, you can know that these people are located in in Abuja. They are in Nigeria. The address to their place is Kalina Hospital, number 123 3rd Avenue. You already have their contact, so you can easily reach them. So this information has been published on a web server. So what is a web server? We call it hosting. So we've talked about two things now. We've talked about what a website is, the collection of different pages. So be it 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages, to any number of pages you want to have on your on your website. Then all these pages are being identified by a common name, like a family. We have the family of Adekunle, and if you want to identify anyone in that family, let's say BC is a member of that family, Tayo is a member of that family. These things are pages. Now BC is representing a page, Tayo is representing a page. What you can use to bring all of them together, probably you call forth a family meeting. So you say there is a meeting for Adekunle's family. So irrespective of who the member of the family is, it is expected of them to come. So if you click on Kelina Hospital, irrespective of the appointments page, the about us page, the meet our doctors page, and the like, all of them must come. They must respond to you. They must definitely respond to you. They must definitely respond to you. They must definitely respond to you. And if they will be responding to you like the family house that hosts all of you. So when you want to hold that meeting, where all of you meet, where all those things, where you host them, where you gather them, where you keep them, where you serve them, where you nourish them, is what we call the hosting. So that your family house, see it as the hosting. I say that family house where everyone needs to come together, is what we call the web server or hosting, and all publicly accessible website collection constitute the World Wide Web. So I told you the other time about what we call the World Wide Web, www. So oftentimes I know we are used to saying www.kunle.com, www.this.com, www.that.com. What is that www? That is World Wide Web. So World Wide Web is okay. Let's move on in the training so that I will show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's move on in the training. Okay. So we have all publicly accessible website collection constitute what's it called? The World Wide Web. So now, what is the World Wide Web? Like you can see on screen, what is the World Wide Web? 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 And let me give you an analogy. I already told you that the World Wide Web, or let me say the server, is like, the family house. But when you're talking about the World Wide Web, let's take it in this picture. Like we have the art now. I am an entity in the art. So I'm like a page in the art. I have like 7 other friends or like 10 other friends that we are together. We are known together. We live together. Right? We live together, but all of us live together in a place. We occupy a space. We are occupying a space. So let's say the space we are occupying is what we call the heart. We are living in the heart. But even though we live in the heart, we are not living in the entire heart, right? We are not living in the entire heart. We have an address. So we live in Ilorin and we live in Kwara State. We live in Nigeria, let's say, and we are not living in the entire Nigeria. We live in Kwara State. We are not living in the entire Kwara State. We live in Ilorin, to be precise. But we are not living in the entire Ilorin. We have an address in Ilorin. We have a street number. We have a home number. We have a state location. We have a city location. So that art is what we call the www in the internet space. The place that contains every information, like the heart contains everyone, both the tall, the young, the tall, the short, the young, the old, and the likes. It contains everyone. And everyone is occupying a specific space. So that entire space, which is the art that occupies everyone, when it comes to web design, is what we call the www. We call it World Wide Web. So it comprises of the whole world. Now, the arts, instead of using the word art, that is what we call the URL. And what your URL is what we call the Uniform Resource Locator. Now, what your URL does, let me show you what I'm talking about. What this box you're seeing here, where these docs.google.com and the likes is, this small tab that you are seeing here, where all this text, where it is what we call the URL, Uniform Resource Locator. That is the platform, the link, the channel through which you can call forth anything. Don't forget, the other time that we wanted to call something, let's say we want to check something on google.com. Okay, let's see. Now you see that we are calling the thing forth based on the domain name. based on the domain name. But like I'm talking now that google.com. If I'm just talking I cannot see anything like google.com. I needed a platform, a space, a link, a channel, a conduit through which what I intend to get can come. And that thing that links you to the www, that is the space that links you to the www, is what we call the URL, the Uniform Resource Locator. So I've typed my domain name. I've typed the general name, the collective name that brings about what I want to get now, which is google.com. I want to know something about google.com. So I've typed it in the URL. So the URL will go into the www to bring an information about google.com to me. You see? So this is the information about google.com. Let's say, okay, I want to know about man, and there's an information about man on the www, which is the whole art. There's an information about me, like Damilola on heart, and someone wants to know about Damilola on art. So all the person needs to do is just to locate where art is and call forth Damilola. So Damilola, this man is representing Damilola now, and where the information about Damilola is, which is the art, is what we call the www. So when you click on this man now, automatically it will redirect you back to every information on heart. So if they call Damilola on heart now, yes, I bear Damilola, but there are other people that bears Damilola. There are other people that has information about that is related to Damilola. So you see a lot of people responding, and that is what you're seeing here. So we've called forth man, and we are seeing a lot of information relating to man, as you can see on screen now. You're having a lot of information relating to man. A lot of information relating to man. As you can see on screen currently. So we have roughly 301,000, estimated search volume. So if you want to start something related to one, now you have roughly 301,000 search results. The volume of result that you get. I believe you're getting this. You don't need to crack your brain. Just understand how it goes. The heart is the www, right? The heart is the www. What's it called? The channel through which you call forth anything on the internet is what we call the URL. The uniform resource locator. So now, if you want to call forth anything, you need the address. So if you want to call forth Damilola, you need to get to know that name, Damilola, before you can. So if you want to call forth Damilola and you are saying Adekunle, then you will not get a response from Damilola's. You get response from Adekunle. So if you want to get anything on the internet, so you want to get an information related to man, you want to get an information related to Kelani, hospital, and you are typing Ilorin hospital, you can't get the information as you wish to. You will be getting another information entirely. So the domain name, that which serves as a collective search string that can bring information with respect to Kelani hospital, is www.kelani.com. Now get it. www is telling you that Kelani hospital is on the art, which is the www, which is the which is the entity. So what allows you to call forth that space, that year, that opportunity, that environment that allows you to call forth that Damilola is what we call the URL. You get it? And the word Damilola, the name, the letter Damilola is what we call the domain name. So if you want to call forth Kelani Hospital, now you type the domain name as www.kelani.com. Now that .com is an extension that signifies what they do. So if you want to call Damilola now, and we have Dami boy and Dami girl, so you want to be specific. You want to say Damilola boy. So all the Damilola girls will not be responding to you because obviously they know you are not referring to them. So when you call www.kelani.com, so it's an indication that this kelanihospital.com, it's an indication that kelanihospital.com is a commercial entity. That com simply means commercial. So we'll be talking about that also as we move on in this training. We're talking about that also as we move on in this training. We'll be talking about that also as we move on in this training. We'll be talking about that. So there is that about that. So the name you call is the domain name. Kelani.com, KelaniHospital.com. That's the domain name. Where you are calling it from is the World Wide Web, which is, www, and everything is attached. So if you want to come in and you say, Dami from Ilorin in Kwara State in Nigeria, in the heart. You get it now. That relationship, Dami does not just exist on its own. It's existing as a function of the fact that there is a space, there is an address where someone called that Dami is existing, is standing. So I'm occupying a space. I'm occupying a space. So there is that about that. There is that about that. There is that about that. So let's quickly move on. And there is that. So we have the web terminologies. I've explained most of these things. We have the URL, and I said it is the URL is that way or path that leads to call that leads you to call up a file in the World Wide Web. So if you want to call anything in the World Wide Web, if you want to call up anything in the World Wide Web, all you need to do is just to, let's say in the World Wide Web, you want to come to this URL portal and type anything you want to type. So you want to type, okay, you want to type Obasanjo. You want to know something about Obasanjo, right? You want to know something about Obasanjo. So you just want to come here and type it in the URL, and the URL will direct you to the World Wide Web and bring forth every information related to Obasanjo. You see, every information related to Obasanjo. So the information has been kept on the www on art. So Damilola, every information about Damilola has been kept on the art, right? But for you to address it, you need a space. So you need the Nigeria space to address or to locate Damilola. You get it now. You need the Nigeria space to locate Damilola, and there is that about that. There is that about that. And we also have okay, sorry. You also have the domain name. You already understand what the domain name is. The domain name is a website's unique name that is being used to access your website anywhere across the globe. And you need to also understand the fact that it is not possible for two houses to have the same address. It is not possible. So even if you are staying in the same environment and your house is near to my house, it's either you are staying in number 1 Oshodi Street and I'm staying in number 2 Oshodi Street. The both of us cannot have the same address. So that is the reason why two entities cannot have the same address on the www on the World Wide Web. So if you are bearing, okay, let's say we are 3 different individuals that bears Damilola. And so I want to put an information about me on the World Wide Web, and I have been able to pick an address that damilola.org or damilola.com or dami.com, and another person who bears Damilola also wants to put an information about him or herself. Now, if I've been able to pick that damilola.org, then the person can never again be able to pick the damilola.org, because the two of us cannot be at the same address. We can't occupy the same space. You can't bring your own house on my own house. I've already occupied that space, damilola.org. So you can't. So you can now have your own as maybe damilola2.com or damiboy.com or damigirl.com or damitor.com and the like. So it is not possible for two entities to have the same domain name. Not at all. It isn't possible. It is not possible. And that is that about that. Also, you should understand that web hosting is where you keep your files. So see a web hosting, like I said the other time, like a family as well. Technically now, using the technology terms, see it like a system that has been dedicated to you. You know, like each and every one of us have our personal computer. So your personal computer is hosting every information about you. So your personal computer may not have the information about your lecturers, may not have the information about your father or your mother. It may only be hosting the information about you. So all the movies you love to watch, all the pictures you like to see, all the songs you love to listen to, and the likes. That is what your personal computer is. So you want to see your hosting like, your personal computer, a dedicated computer that has been given to you in the World Wide Web. So like you go to the library and you have a catalog. We have the catalog for the Faculty of Engineering. We have, a space for the Faculty of Art. You never see them mixing resources or material related to Faculty of Engineering and bringing it to, a place, a catalog that has been kept for, Faculty of Medical Science and the likes. No. So a web hosting is just a space a measure of space, like your system is having a kind of measure of space, like 500 gig RAM, and like 200 gig RAM, 300 gig RAM, 1 terabyte, and the likes. And your hosting is more or less like your computer, a computer that has been dedicated specially, uniquely to you in the internet space that host all your files. So you wake up today, you put up a file, a content on the internet, they are storing it there. So it's having a space. It's a space that you are occupying there. It's a space that you're occupying. So web hosting is where your files are kept on the web. Then your files are kept on the web. The space your information occupy, a dedicated computer that saves, that runs and that saves, that run, that processes your information, that house all your information in the internet space. So this same computer is the one that will help you to run it even while you are asleep, and someone wants to know something about it. So when they call forth dummy from using the domain name dummy.com, so even though I am asleep, that thing will quickly process it and give them an information about me. This hosting companies, they are service provider that provides or allocates spaces, space on a web server to store your file, like images, your video, your text, code, to be readily available anytime, any moment for viewers. And the last thing I would like to quickly talk about here, I showed you something the other time. Let's quickly go to this hospital website. Now, as you can see here, apart from the fact that we have the kelinahospital.com, we have something behind it, which is your HTTPS. Now, this HTTPS is the protocol. This HTTPS is what we call the protocol. And what this protocol means is that the protocol is the mean through which your files or information can be called up, or is being transmitted, is being transferred to your, potential viewer or audience. Now, let's say you want to get to know something about me now, like you want to get money as a company from a bank. Now, if you are getting like hundreds of thousands, millions of naira and the likes from the bank, the way you will guide that van, that van taking your money is quite different from someone who just goes into the bank and just withdraw 500 naira. Why? Because there is something unique about that van. That money is so valuable. The same thing applicable to all your files and information on the internet. They are valuable to you. They are very valuable to you. You don't want to joke with them. You don't just want anyone to see. You don't want anyone to hack your information. You don't want people to use it against you. So you need to add a security. You need to attach a security. So as much as they are calling forth, what's it called? Kelina Hospital. Kelina Hospital is saying, no, I don't just want anyone to just come and, access my information and the likes. I want to attach a protocol to it. And that is what we call the HTTP. Now, the S behind the HTTP is what we call the security. And if you check this website very well, you will realize that, okay, let's check the, what's it called, google.com. You see this thing that looks like lock. This is what we call the security. So this is telling you that this site is secure. So when you click on this, you see what it will bring. You see, connection is secure. You say your information, for example, password or credit card number, is private when it's being sent to this site. That simply means no one can come from anywhere. Like you send someone to go and withdraw $1 million for you in your account, and you needed to contact the state security to follow the van that is bringing the money, so that no one from anywhere will just come and attack the van and just go away with the money. So you as a web developer, you are someone who is keeping information on the web. You don't just want anyone to, just tamper with your information, as well as your audience, the traffic coming into your website. You don't want anyone to also hijack their information. That is the reason why we always hear that some website has been hijacked. Some information have been gotten. People's card details, people's pins and the like. It's just because those websites were not really secured. The security that we are talking about has not been attached to it. So anything you do on this website is confidential. No one can hijack it. And that is what the HTTPS is all about. I don't know if you've seen some website whereby when you click on it, instead of you seeing this padlock, you'll be seeing something red. something very, very rare. Let me see if I can get that on Google. HTTP. Okay, let's see. HTTP. So let's see if we can get something like that on Google. Let's see if we can get something like that on Google. I believe this is imparting. I believe this is very, very, very imparting, and you get to know more. You get to know more. There is a lot of things you need to know. There are a lot of things you need to know. A lot of things you need to know. A lot of things you need to know. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is HTTP. This, we call it hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. That is the protocol attached to the transfer of all information and details on your website. And like you can see here, we see HTTP. You see where this arrow is leading to. You see this where this arrow is leading to. I'm trying to look for something that says, okay, I'm coming. Let me see if we can get something related to what I'm talking about. That will tell you that the website is not secure. The website is not secure. The website is not secure. Okay, let's just search for it like that. Let's just search for it like that. Okay, website not secure based on HTTP. Okay, so let's see. You see what it's saying here? You see this picture that you're seeing on screen saying your connection is not private. Your connection is not private. Your connection is not private. You see this one that is being marked here. You see, this one is logged. This one is having a protocol. It's secure. So any website you go to and you are seeing this red stuff, don't go there. Don't put down your information. And you don't want to design a website for a client and you do not attach a security to it. You do not, and you refuse to attach a security to it. No, you don't do things like that. You want to make sure the person's website is secure. You want to make sure the person's website is secure. And that is that about the protocol. That's that about the protocol. That's that about the protocol and HTTP. So it is when you have S behind it, that is when it becomes a secure website. But if it is only HTTP, then it is not secure. It isn't secure. So that is that about that. So let's go. Now, what is the difference between the domain name and hosting? Now, I told you at the beginning of this training that this is just the introduction and the basis of web designing. Okay, so what is the difference between a domain name and hosting? I already told us the difference between a domain name and hosting. A domain name is the general name, a call-up name, an identity name that brings forth all the pages in a website. And the hosting is more or less like a dedicated computer or the family e-house, the place where all the informations are being stored. The storage device where all the information about a specific entity, a specific brand, a specific personality, a specific company are being stored. That's just the difference. And what are the type of domains we have? We have, like I said the other time, we have a lot of domain extension. And the reason I have to quickly touch this is just because you need to understand this when it comes to web development, so as to know when to use some of these things. Oftentimes, I see people make mistake when it comes to getting a domain extension. Now, we have the .org. And what is the .org? .org simply means if you are having www.yourwebsitename.org, that simply means that entity, that brand is an organization. Is an organization like a company. So when you're designing, a company's website, like a portfolio website, you're designing an organization website, maybe G and Tech or maybe G World and the likes. You are designing something for an organization. You don't want to go for any other domain extension than .org. So if the company is like B&G Construction, so you have bgconstruction.org. bgconstruction.org. So .org stands for an organization. When it comes to .com simply signifies commerce. So if you are designing any website that is related to commerce, that is transactions will be going on there, buying and selling of goods and services. You get it? Be it a physical good or a digital good or service. You get that? You need to design it with a .com domain extension. So you have Telapraise.com. You have you have Jumia.com. You have Konga.com. You have Alibaba.com, because these websites are commercial websites. They are commercial website. So we have .gov. So when you're defining anything related to governmental, institution, parastatals, government, and maybe you want to develop anything for maybe the Federal Ministry of Institute, what's it called? Ministry of Water and the likes, aviation college and the likes. You want to use this gov because they are government agency, they are government agency, they are government parastatals and the likes. .edu, when you're designing anything related to school, institution, academics and the likes, you want to use .edu. So you have lasu.edu, you have unilag.edu, and you have University of Ilorin.edu, unilorin.edu, kwasu.edu and the likes. Those are educational domain extension. We have .net. This is related to network. So we have ntn.net. You get it? ntn.net, glow.net, anything communication and networking. So you want to use, net.net. So if you are using .org.ng, this simply means this is an organization situated in Nigeria. Organization situated in Nigeria. You're using .com.ng. This is a commercial brand, commercial entity situated in Nigeria. .edu.ng. This is an institution situated in Nigeria. .site can be used generally. .shop can also be used in replacement of .com, but it's not general. And we have a lot of domain extension. We have .io, we have XYZ, we have a lot of domain extension. Now, the thing is, the kind of domain extension you'll be using is with respect to the kind of design you want to make. Is with respect to the kind of design you want to make. The kind of design you want to make. And that is there about that. So I promise those that at the end of this video or along the line in this video, I will be giving us two secrets on how we can start generating money, generating cool cash for ourselves. And I'll quickly be going into those two things. Then we'll be rounding up this training. Then I'll be seeing you in the next video of this training. So one of the things you can start doing today, now, when it comes to web development, now, I believe this is becoming interesting. Now, I'm not only interested in, training you and giving you the accurate information. I'm interested in you using what you have learned, to pay your bills, how will I put it now? To pay your bills, to empower yourself, to earn cool cash, that as you learn, you also earn. So, two things I'll be talking about today, and as we move on in this training, for as many that will wait to the end of this training, I hope to have been able to give you 10 things apart from the fact that you can become a web developer, that you can start to do alongside with web design business, and you'll be earning cool cash. Now, the first thing is domain name suggestion. Now, like I've explained most of the domain extensions to you, oftentimes a lot of people are out there, even web developers are out there who do not know what type of domain names, how to brand a name for themselves, how the kind of domain extensions they should use and the likes. They are confused and they're looking for someone who can easily get this done for them. What if you can do that to them? And someone is asking me, how do I do this? How do I get started? Don't worry. I'm not just gonna give you and half information. I'll give you the full information. I promise to give you value in this training, and that is what I'll give. For as many of you that have been able to come in contact with me over time, probably you are part of the e-com success system community, you're part of the Godswealth Academy institution, you will know that I give more than what I promise to give, and I give value to people. So let's quickly move. Now we have the domain name suggestion and we have the domain stacking. Now you'll get to understand what I'm talking about very, very soon. Now, you want to start as a freelancer in one way or the other, and if you're not starting as a freelancer, maybe you have a community of designer and business personnel around you. You get it? That you can easily suggest name for. That you can easily suggest name. So let's see what is working. One of the places you want to use, one of the things, I'll be showing you two things you will use. Two platforms you'll be using now. We'll be using what we call the Fiverr.com, and we'll be using what we call business name generator. business name generator, business business name generator.com. Okay, so let's quickly go to Fiverr. Let's quickly go to Fiverr.com. Let's see what is happening in Fiverr. Let's see what people are doing with these two skills I'm talking about: business name generator, suggesting names, and domain stacking. Now, this Fiverr, right? Let's see what people are doing. Let's see if there are people suggesting names for businesses, brand names, domain names, and the like. So, name suggestion, okay, business name and slogan. So let's see if there are people here. So let's see if there are services like that. Okay, awesome. Yes. Now see, this person says, I will develop unique business. I'll develop unique business name idea and brand. You see, I'll develop unique business name idea, brand name, and slogan. Is that cool? How much is this person charging per it? This person is charging $25, right? $25. This person is having 4.9 rating, and this person has done successfully 55 jobs. Now, let's take for instance, let's do the calculation. Calculator, right? So we have $25, and this person has done successfully 55 jobs. So let's say 55 times $25, right? This person has made $1,375 doing what? Just suggesting name, just suggesting business name. And when you suggest business name, the domain name can also be coined out of the business name. So this person has been, and like you can see here, this person is even a Nigerian. Like I'm seeing here, this person is a Nigerian, right? Now, you see that a lot of people are looking for people who will suggest business name for them. So we have 55, we have 53 here. This one is collecting $45. Just suggesting, he said, I will do business name and slogan or logo. Okay, this person is adding logo, but we are not going into logo here now. You see, this person is saying, I will come up with your business name and slogan. You see, $5. This person is already having 38. This one is having $25. I'll create target eating business name and slogan. Now, you see that this is a major problem. This is my own account on Fiverr, right? This is my account on Fiverr. So, I will not be going deeply into that. I just want to show you some secrets here. Now, let's see. This one is saying, I will find unique brand name and slogan for your business. Now, I want you to see the possibilities in this thing. If at the start of this training, you are getting this kind of information, tell me. Just tell me. This person is collecting $60 for doing this, and he has done successfully 53 jobs. Like you can see here, 53 jobs. So multiply $60 times 53 jobs and see what that would have, been able to. Now, let's see this one. This one is saying, I'll create a unique brand name and slogan for your business. This one is saying, business name, slogan, and tagline, domain availability, trademark availability. So this person will be telling you that domain is available. Now, how do you go about this? I think I'm talking too much now. How do you go about this? You want to come to this place. We call this business name generator.com. Like you can see, business name generator.com. Just come to businessnamegenerator.com and businessnamegenerator.com, right? And click on it. So I'll be showing you how you can get a lot of business names. So let's say a client just approaches and says, oh, I'm into the clothing niche and I don't know the kind of name I want to build a brand and I don't know how to go about it. Can you suggest name for me? All these people do, all what these people do on Fiverr is just to suggest like 10 names to their client, and the client will take out one out of this. So let's say, the person is saying, okay, my name is Kemi, and I'm into the clothing niche. I don't really know. I'm into the fashion. I want a unique name, a unique business name, a well-coined business name. So what you want to do is, her name is Kemi. She's black. She's fair. Clothing or fashion. So what you want to do is just to come here and type probably fashion, fashion, and type maybe Kemi fashion. Let's see what the result will be like. You see what you see a lot of names have been suggested to us. Here, you're saying fashion Kemi Heritage, fashion Kemi Fun, fashion Kemi Kisan, fashion Kemi Legacy, fashion Kemi Win, fashion Kemi Score, Fashion can be manner. Fashion can be ava. Fashion, you see, fashion can be fee. Can be fee. You see it? You see something? Fashion can mean terrain. Fashion can mean force do. Fashion can mean morale. Don't mind this ad. Don't mind this ad. This is just an ad. This is just a pop up. Fashion can mean still light. Magna. You see, fashion cameo city. Cameo city. Come on, come on. Now, do you get this now? Now, do you know that from here you see the number of suggestions you have. Even if you want to give your client 100 suggestions, you can easily get something very very good. All you need is just to take your time and check it. And even you know, bringing all these things together, you yourself can create apart from what you have here because you already have an idea. You already have an idea. Already have an idea. So you can coin it. You can even save that idea. Maybe you will love this, fashion chemi. You just click to save, write it, you write, you've saved it. Now, if you want to check if that fashion chemi, fashion, this fashion, or chemi fashion city, or something like that, if you want to check if the domain is available, so what you want to do is just to click on it, right? And you see it's gonna check on the internet if that domain is available. See, this one is saying fashioncuriosity.com is registered. Okay, this one is available. So you can register this. Now, you are telling your client that this is the name of your business, and if you want to register it on the internet now, this name is available. Fashioncuriosity.co is available. Fashioncuriosity.net is available. .us is available. .co.uk is available. .org is available. You get it? Now, from this extends to another. For you to have been able to come up with a name, and you are telling, oh, client, if you don't mind, it's better you quickly key to this name and get this domain on time before another person will pick it. And they'll be like, oh, really? Oh, that's good. How do I go about it? Oh, I can easily help you register. We'll be talking about how you can easily register some of this domain name because this is a business name that you are coining a domain name from. So indirectly, this telling you some of the domain name that you can call from it and the domain extension. I told you initially that we have a lot of domain extensions. So we have fashioncuriosity.com, what's it called? Curiosity.org, fashioncuriosity.ca. You get that now. So what you want to do is if the person is going by .org, you just click on this and it's gonna take you. Though I don't want to go there today. So we'll be talking more about registering a domain name. I believe this is awesome. So the second one before I leave you on this training, I said domain stacking. Now let me quickly shock you. What domain stacking really means is like a real estate. You know the procedure to being a real estate agent and a real estate business practitioner. You look for a building. Probably someone will just go and buy a building that someone doesn't need again, keep it for some years, and at the end of the day the thing appreciates. So what he bought for like 1 million naira, he's gonna sell it for like 30 million naira after refurnishing and renovating it and the like. The same thing is applicable. The same thing is available in web design. So let me show you something. Everybody knows that Facebook domain name is facebook.com, right? Facebook.com. So when you click on facebook.com, it's gonna redirect you to the official website of Facebook. But do you know that Facebook is having another domain name? You're surprised, right? Facebook is having another domain name. And what is this domain name that we're talking about? We call it fb.com. 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 Now, the original Facebook domain name that Facebook bought on his own is the facebook.com. But at the point in time, Facebook realized that there is a very unique, short and special domain that can work for his business, which is now imagine you having you needing to keep memorize fb.com and facebook.com. Which one will register to your memory very well? fb.com is very unique, so Facebook needed to go and buy the fb.com as well, this fb.com, and he linked it to his facebook.com. So I typed in here fb.com, right? As you can see on screen, fb.com, right? And automatically is redirecting me to facebook.com, web.facebook.com. You see it? Now let's see something. Let's see what the domain stalker, what they do. Let's do something. Let me shock you. How much did Facebook Okay, how much did Facebook buy fb.com? This domain name that you are seeing, how much did he buy that? Now, I will shock you. I will shock you. Let me make it bigger. What are you seeing on screen? The price tag is dwarfed by the actual price. Facebook paid 21.8 billion or $55 per user. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. So let's read this. Let's read this. Now, fb.com is a domain attached to a specific company, a specific industry. Before we call them the fan bureau, the fan bureau, the fan bureau. Now, what are you seeing on screen? It said Facebook paid fan bureau $8.5 million to acquire fb.com. Sorry. What is that sounding to you? Come on. You see that I'm also coughing. 8.5 million naira to acquire. Now, somebody owns this domain. Somebody already sees that in the nearest future, this domain will be sorry, this domain will be will be in need. Will be a hot in demand domain. Facebook already have a domain, facebook.com, but he knows that this fb.com is very unique. Number one, it is just a 2-letter word domain, fb.com, which is suitable for his business instead of facebook.com. So Facebook paid this fan bureau 8.5 million naira. You can convert it to acquire fb.com, just the domain, not even building Facebook now, not even linking it back to Facebook. Let's read further. I said, on November 15th, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg revealed that Facebook had acquired fb.com from the American Fan Bureau Federation to use as the domain for the internal emailing address, now that the Facebook messaging were packed on facebook.com. But why he didn't reveal at the time? But what he didn't reveal at the time, the acquisition price, which is the acquisition price, said today, Reuters is reporting that the facebook.com domain acquisition, which moved to 6 million members, bureau over, which moved the 6 million members fan bureau over to Facebook fb.org, cost Facebook 8.5 million naira. This is the business some people are doing. Some people are hunting after unused domain. Oftentimes some people will just abandon their domain instead of them renewing the payment to getting their domain. They abandon it, and some people will just go and look at it. Oh, you don't need it again. They will pay like maybe $500, $100, even $10,000 to buy a domain, and they will keep it. Not until a company who needs them. Like now, you have a company. Like we have the fashion Kemi the other time, Kemi Fashion and the like. Let's not say Kemi doesn't want to use fashion Kemi, saying, oh, it's too long. Oh, can I see fk.com? And you as someone already got fk.com before. The person will have to be begging you because you are the owner. She needs it. You have it. So the person will be telling you, oh, can I pay hundreds of thousands naira to get it? Oh, no, I don't need that. I'm selling it 900,000 naira. Oh, please let me pay 500,000, because in as much as the domain name is in your custody, that person cannot get it again. Like I told you in the course of the training, that two houses cannot bear the same address. So you can't be holding and bearing and having that address in your custody, and another person will be having. So probably the person you have to go and look for fk1.com, fk2.com. But she insisted that no, I want fk.com. Then she needs to pay you to release it to her. And that's what we call domain stalking. So you are stalking after unused domain. Unused domain. I've shown you two things. Isn't this surprising? Isn't this amazing? To end the training, because of spend a lot of time, we'll be continuing in the next video. I would like you to listen to every details in this training. Do not lose any of it. Make sure you understand it and jot things down. Practice. Go to businessgenerator.com. Try to generate names. Call your friends and tell them that you can help them generate a business name. Even if it is just 2,000 or even if it is just 1,000, generate a very special, unique name. Tell them that if they want to build a website with that business name, you can coin a business a web address, a web domain for them that they can build their website on. From there, these things are ilk. They are like ilk that can keep your client. Your clients, you are the one that gets the business name, the domain name. You are the one that get the hosting. You still be the one to do the web design because this client already sees that you understand him or her. These are secrets you can't just get out there. These are secrets people are paying for. Don't just waste your time. Don't just waste my time by just keeping this information in your information library. I believe in something and I live by it. Executives are executor. Make sure you put in practice everything you've learned and you've had from this training. That will be the joy in my heart to see that you are implementing it and you're getting the results. To see that you're implementing it and you're getting the results. We'll spend so much time in this section, and in view of that, I'll be closing this section. And see you in the next class. But before I leave, in the next class we'll be talking on how we can get a very cheap domain, like we talked about. So don't miss the next class. How we can get a very cheap hosting. How to get a web security for free. The one I told you about the other time, the HTTPS, and how to set up your UC panel. You get to understand that how to make your website go live and more web business you can do even as you're just getting started. Those are the things we'll be talking about in our next class. So don't miss the next class for anything. Don't miss the next class for anything. Bye for now, guys. I love and celebrate you.